Question. If the Mario brothers, is their last name Mario if it's brothers, but one of them's named Mario, so would it be Mario?
That was cleared up in the film.
Oh.
Super Mario Brothers, and yes, that is true. Their names are Mario, and Luigi Mario. I don't know who their parents were. Mr. and Mrs. Mario, I suppose. But yeah, it's Luigi Mario and Mario.
Oh.
Welcome to Sam and Cathy this week, coming to you live from Coachella, taking in all the majestic pageantry that I don't even know who's performing at Coachella.
Not us.
No. We're performing outside of Coachella. But at the end of the day, by the time most people hear this, Coachella will be over. So we haven't missed anything, really, have we? No. Adrian's here, too, producer of Sam Roberts Show, which Cathy and I are on. The show airs Monday through Friday on Sirius XM, on Opie Radio, XM 103, Sirius 206. Every night, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time is when it starts. But Sam and Cathy is what we do for you every Monday morning here on this podcast feed exclusively. Weekends were good, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Uneventful.
I walked in today, and Adrian was doing exactly what Adrian should have been doing. Like, we met, Cathy and I come in, we drive from slightly up north into the city to record this, and I walk into the office, and of course Adrian is sitting in there, hoodie, backwards baseball no, that was
Freudian slip.
That was the old Adrian. Backwards baseball fat. Backwards baseball hat. Watching a YouTube compilation of baseball fights for no reason. It really is something out of like the beginning of a Judd Apatow movie.
What a bro.
You know how every Judd Apatow movie starts with like, these guys can't get their life together until they meet the right girl?
Yeah.
You're the beginning.
I like that.
Where it's like, you're like, I got this great idea for a website. You're Seth Rogen in the beginning of Knocked Up.
Well, it means I'm not far away from finding the right girl.
If Katherine Heigl was not agreeable in that movie.
One night
I didn't like her at all.
Yeah.
Away from finding the right girl.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm going to get somebody pregnant?
That's right.
Probably.
Would you
Whatever.
feel
In your
good?
destiny.
I'll bet there's a part of you, because you are such a bro, that would feel good if you got somebody pregnant, because you'd be like, look.
Strong swimmers.
Yeah, exactly. You'd go.
Yeah, I got someone pregnant.
You go. I can't handle a baby right now. I'm not ready to be a father, but at the same time, I am fertile man.
well, if I'm going to be honest with you,
Yes, please do.
I have once.
That's right.
before.
You did
we
tell me
talked
that.
about this.
You did tell me that on the show.
And at times I may have said, well, at least I know they work.
Right. And it's it's a source of pride.
It's reassurance.
Yes.
I know when I am ready.
Cathy, were you at all surprised to see Adrian with his backwards hat on watching baseball fights when we walked in?
No.
It was just
just a Sunday.
Yes. It made me feel like, yep, dependable. Like this is.
I'm here for you.
Exactly. I want you to be doing this.
Baseball fights suck, though.
Well, as far as
They're not hockey fights by any means.
Hockey fights are great.
even when football fights break out,
Football fights are never good because
Well,
everybody's wearing helmets.
but
Yeah,
they're better
you
than
can't hit
baseball
each other.
fights. I think.
Yeah, but football fights are also so rare.
They are rare, but even just watching like an argument, it gets so exciting. Two football players arguing on the field when a fight is about to happen.
So much more intense.
Much more intense and much more exciting than a baseball fight. And seeing somebody grab another guy by the mask of his helmet, even though he's probably not going to get hurt because he's wearing a helmet, that is a lot more exciting than watching, the bench clearing brawls where everybody's just kind of rolling around in the dirt.
And the bench clearing is more of just like
It's just a show.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he looked at our guy. We got to go.
We got to go and do this.
And no like real punches ever.
I've always wanted to get in a fight with, duke it out with someone that, I was upset with, but, both of us had to wear those sumo suits. So no one could actually get hurt, but it would be so
You
freaking
fantasize
funny.
about that?
I mean, I don't fantasize about it, but, I think it would be fun.
Everything in Cathy's life needs to be slightly adorable. I'm so sick of this person. She and I are going to have it out.
I'm going to push them over so they can't, get back up.
Right.
Just
Look at
keep
him roll
rolling.
around like a turtle on her shell. Ah, yeah. I like the only baseball fight I like is what's his name when the Don Rickles-looking coach got pushed over.
Oh, Zimmer?
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. That was great.
He was like 80.
Yeah, he's an 80-year-old man. But that was, to me, that felt justified. Because he's an 80-year-old man, and he's acting like a tough guy. Like, oh, he's one of these tough 80-year-olds. Guess what?
Talk shit, get hit.
Exactly. Like, be that sort of hard-skinned, hard-nosed 80-year-old man to a young baseball player who can, I don't care how tough you are at 80. He can kick your ass. I don't care if you're tough as leather. He can punch you in the face and knock you over. You're brittle. Mm-hmm. Like under all that leather, tough as leather skin, is like bones that are ready to turn into powder.
Yeah,
you know, like it's you are not in a position.
Doesn't matter how much
to
milk
be getting
you drink.
into a fight with anybody. Right. He's like, oh, you have any idea how much milk I drank? Shut up, old man. I just facepalm him, knock him over. I was glad to see it. I was happy to see that one. Hockey fights are the best.
Probably.
I think so. Yeah.
I think so.
Lose teeth in those.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's almost, it used to be expected.
And you're also pushing, like, you're fighting against a glass barricade.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also impressive.
On skates.
Yeah, to do it. It's the one activity.
You can slice someone's throat.
And you're on ice skates. Usually that's it's a very frilly thing as a man to be like, I'm going ice skating today.
Yeah.
You know,
when you're fighting on ice skates.
Right.
That's badass.
But when you're like, I can kick your ass with giant pads and I'm going to take off these ridiculously large gloves, like when the goalies get into.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know they're serious then, because those things are a bitch to get back on.
Exactly. They're like, all right, we're going to have to take a commercial break so everybody can get their outfits back on.
I'm winded just putting on hockey gear.
Right. I'm winded thinking about hockey. I'm not an athlete.
Lacing up your hockey skates.
I always wanted to play hockey, but never did.
Oh, I
Why?
played hockey.
You did?
Yeah.
Were you a physical player?
I wanted to be a figure skater. My mom signed me up for ice hockey classes instead because she's a tomboy.
Your mom is so badass.
Yeah.
Like, your mom just wants you to be a warrior. Your mom did right by you. Because if you came in here and were like, I figure skated as a girl, I'd be like, great, you were a girl.
No, I was the only girl on the hockey team with a Barbie bike helmet and pink pink hockey stick. Like, we taped it with pink tape.
You were the girl version of a boy named Sue. Like, you were basically a boy named Sue, except like you're like, yep, son, I'm gonna make you wear a Barbie helmet so you're tough on the rink. And you're like, no, you're a girl. You wanted to wear a Barbie helmet.
Yep.
Your mom didn't stop you from wearing a Barbie helmet? She didn't.
No, because then she didn't have to buy a new helmet.
Oh, so she was frugal as well.
Yeah.
It's smart. Did you get checked at all, or were they like, oh, just leave the girl alone, let her skate by herself?
I don't think they were checking people when you were 6 or 7 years old, but
not in your neighborhood.
Nope.
Yeah.
Apparently, you
Sissy League.
Apparently, you didn't grow up on the mean streets.
I'm cooler than Adrian though, because he never played hockey.
That's true.
That's true.
What if we were like, we can make your fantasy come true, but you have to wear a Barbie helmet?
But it's just, what is it, pink, and it has Barbie?
It has Barbie on it.
That's fine.
Right, because then people would talk shit and you'd be able to beat them up. Right.
Drop gloves, bro.
Yeah. Hey, nice helmet. You throw your gloves off. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, somebody's hungry for a fight. We wanted, Adrian.
Uh-huh.
I have a quiz I want to give you. Cathy sent me this quiz.
I know.
Do you know what the quiz is?
No.
Yeah, I saw the headline.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
When?
When you popped it open the other day.
Well, I had it on my computer and then I sent it to
Well,
Sam.
let me ask you some questions.
Okay.
Have you ever sent a text that says "you up"? Like just "you up"?
No.
Okay. No way, never.
Similar texts.
I've sent similar texts.
Yeah.
Not those exact words.
Yeah, no.
Like what?
Similar texts.
What are you doing?
It passed midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I think that's a
How
yes.
many times
then.
have you done that? Yeah.
I sent one of those last night.
So that's a "you up" text. You didn't write the words "you up," but it is a "you up" text.
Yeah. So I guess.
So yes.
One of my best friends used to say, "Ain't nothing open after midnight except legs."
Which is weird because you weren't looking for food, were you? Let's see. Have you ever? I already know the answer to this. Have you ever cheated on someone?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
What?
And it's not a yes, I regret it.
When I was young.
It's not a couple of times. It's here's the choices: yes, but I regret it. Nah, a couple of times, or monogamy is a social construct. I think I have to go with the last one.
No, that's not true. Because I do regret.
You don't.
All the times I've done, I do.
How many-
Now I'm 8. It was when I was much younger, so I do regret because I feel bad. But it was a couple times. It was more than a couple times.
I think you would do it again.
No, if
It
I got into a
depends on
relationship
who.
right
You would
now,
never cheat on anyone.
No, I wouldn't. I'd break up with them first. I'm mature enough now to do that.
Good.
All right, so I'm going to give you a couple of times then on that. Because monogamy as a social construct leads to believe that you are still in that mind frame. So I will say a couple, but I will say a couple of times.
Yeah,
fair?
Because I have a couple
Right,
times.
okay.
But right now,
okay.
I wouldn't.
Have you ever sent an unsolicited dick pic?
No.
You never have?
No.
Just to be like, here's my dick.
No. To one of my friends just to ruin his day.
Okay, but that's not the same.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to write nah. Have you ever sexted more than one person at the same time?
I don't think so.
You haven't sent multiple. What you doing right now?
I'm not.
Texts
Well,
in the
that's
same
not
night?
sexting.
Right. Sexting is like
know.
sending dirty texts.
I'm not much of a dirty texter.
I'm not going to write I don't sex, but you have sexted before.
Yeah, who hasn't?
Right,
I mean,
right,
it's 2016, right?
Exactly. No, you're right. You're right. We live in a certain time.
Yeah.
All right. No, I guess then. Have you ever slept with two people in the same week?
Yeah. What are the? You have to give me the answer choices.
Okay. Yes, no, but I'm trying to, or every week.
Not every week.
But yes.
Yes.
Have you ever slept with two people in the same day?
Yes.
Good for you. Now, is it yes or is it obviously?
I mean, it's happened more than once.
That's an obviously, I think.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's an obviously. How many times has that happened?
I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not going to go back and try
So you've had sex with with two different people in the same day? You don't know how many times that's happened?
No.
That's what?
Why is that so crazy?
Because I know how many. It's zero for me.
Oh, I don't know.
Like a lot?
Not like a lot. I don't know, 10.
That's a huge. Okay, so
But with the same
same
it's
two
not, It's not
people.
with like 20 different girls. Yeah. It's not like I wake up
Okay.
Monday and I fuck these two.
Okay,
Then the next day it's these two.
All right, so 10 people, 10 times you've had sex with two people in the same day. How many different people of those 20 relations would you say there are?
Dude, I don't know.
Just
I really have no idea.
an estimate. It's not 20.
I don't know, 8.
Okay, all right. That's
That's a total just number out of the.
How many people do you think you've been with total?
I mean, I don't want to say.
I would like to know.
Do you remember everyone's name?
Yeah.
If you had to list it off.
It'd be tough.
Yeah.
It'd be a challenge.
When I was younger,
Right.
and I was real douchey.
By
I
the
used
way,
to have a.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, so when you were younger.
Yeah.
How many do you think?
I mean, you could. How many do you think I've slept with?
I mean, is 20 a low number?
That would be a low number.
A conservative estimate?
Very.
So how many?
I don't know, up or around 50, 60.
50, and I think you're being conservative.
No.
To tell you the truth,
No,
I think
that's honest.
I think you're not. I think it's more like. I think it might be closer to 100.
No, it's not. It's really not.
Okay, it's 60.
I probably closer to 50.
Okay. What if Cathy's not in the room though?
No, I'm being honest.
Okay,
I
all
don't
right. All right.
like putting that out there, but
I don't even think I've given 50 people my number. What?
It's a lot of people, especially at 24. You've made
it's
it.
not that bad. What about how many? What's Troy's?
Troy's 37, I think. And he was also in a band, and he really racked up some numbers
Yeah.
at that point.
I wish I was in a band.
Have you? You need more than 50?
Still got time.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I got plenty of time.
That's true. That's true. Pick up some drumsticks.
Yeah.
You ever slept with 3 people in the same day?
I'm not sure.
How do you not know?
Because I don't know. I've
Does
done
it fall within
I've done
24
a lot of
hours?
partying.
Okay, so it says yes, no, or yeah, brah. I'm going to go with yeah, brah
No,
on that.
no, I don't think so.
But you don't know.
Yeah, but I really don't think so.
I can't give you a no if you don't know.
He has at least slept with 3 different people within 2 days.
Is that right? That's fair.
Um,
I'm going to hit yeah, brah on this.
no, I don't think that's fair.
I'd say no.
It has
So
to.
you could say yes, but not
You have
the
to answer
enthusiastic
how
yes.
he's, yeah.
So is it a yes or a no, do you think?
I don't. No, it's probably
Okay,
no.
I'll give you another.
I think.
Okay. Have you ever made up an excuse to leave immediately after sex.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Oh my God. So like,
what are the?
All right, and I know which one I'm clicking for him. I would never do that, only because it was an emergency. Maybe once or twice. Yeah, I got places to be.
Yeah, I got places to be.
That's 100% accurate. Ever convince someone that you didn't need to use a condom?
no. I've been convinced.
And there's a meme of Austin Powers going, only sailors use condoms, baby.
No, I've been convinced. But for the most part, no, because it really does freak me out.
So would you say I would never, or only
no, yeah,
because...
I've never talked someone into having unprotected
If neither
sex.
of you had a condom, would you, or you would just not do it?
Depends on who it is. And do I know them? Do I know enough about their history? Are they on birth control? You know what I mean?
I would say I would never.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You never talk somebody, if you both wanted to, maybe, but you would never talk somebody
Maybe like,
into
listen, we don't need the condom.
Right.
That's
right.
weird.
You're not going to do that. Okay.
I've been talked into it.
And how long does it take for you to get talked into it?
I mean, not
that long?
It's not. It depends on how inebriated I am.
Was it a hard negotiation?
Rock solid.
That's
no.
gross.
You walked into that one.
Yeah.
I know I did. Have you ever been shirtless in a profile pic?
No.
Never for Facebook or
No.
MySpace, even in high
No.
school?
Nope.
You never flexing?
No.
Okay.
That's the kind of things that me and my friends would torture people for.
Okay.
One of my friends posted a picture of himself at the gym doing pull-ups, and we ruined him for weeks.
For weeks.
For
To teach him a lesson.
not acceptable.
Good for you. Good for you.
And he is a finely shaped young man.
But it's just a matter of...
We don't do that.
Right. Do you have 3 or more dating apps on your phone?
No, and I've never ever had sex with anybody off one of the dating apps.
You never met anybody on Tinder?
I met it with a girl one time.
I go to the fucking bars in Jersey, meet them there.
No, I mean, I don't even necessarily pick up. Like, I'm not like, all right, like, let's go pick up chicks. Like,
Right.
it's not.
He's like,
you know?
let's go get fucked up.
Right, and then the
then
chicks
it's like-
happen to be
yeah.
there. Do you think all of your exes are, quote, crazy bitches?
No,
Some of them?
one or two.
It says only a few. No, I would never say that. Or yes, because they are.
Only
A few. Yeah.
Only a few. Okay. That's fair. Okay. This question is... Cathy, I'm so glad you sent me this quiz. Because it, clarifies things that we've been arguing with Adrian for a lot of time. This question is, do you own a snapback? And I am literally looking at Adrian as he's got his hat on backwards and the snaps are facing me directly in the eyes.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. Adrian, do you own a snapback?
Yes, I do.
Because the words Mitchell and Ness are looking right at me.
Love snapbacks.
It says, nah, yeah, but I don't wear it. Or, yeah, doesn't everybody? Which I think is where you're going. Because you looked at me like, yeah, of course I own snapback.
I like Mitchell and Ness. They make nice things.
No, I'm a fan of Mitchell and Ness as well. Have you ever asked a girl to send nudes?
Yeah. Not in those exact words.
No, I mean, yeah, that's fine.
And not in a long time.
It says once or twice.
I think the last time I did that, I was like 17.
But it was a lot.
What, a lot?
Did you ask?
What are the?
No, not a lot. And I mean, is it a girlfriend?
Here's the choices. Once or twice, no, never, or tits or GTFO.
No, probably once or twice.
Okay,
It's
all
not
right,
like a
that's
regular
fair.
thing.
That's fair. Were you wearing the snapback while you were asking for nudes? That's not actually a question. Have you ever told a girl she should get Snapchat?
No.
Okay.
That's a stupid question.
And, yeah, I get it. Have you ever called a girl a slut?
Yeah.
Do you regret it?
Yeah.
Or is it because they were a slut? Here's the choices. No, yes, but I regret it.
I mean,
Here's the 3.
Okay.
No, yes, but I regret it, or yes, because they were a slut.
I mean, I could answer both. I guess because, I have a friend who is very promiscuous, and she proudly designates herself as a slut.
But do you call her a slut?
And other of my friends who have hooked up with random dudes, or I'm just like, you are such a slut.
But it's joking.
Not in a derogatory way.
Right.
I would never be like, you're fucking slut.
So I say regret it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that one. That sounds right, Cathy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever bragged about sluts you've banged? I banged this slut. They're in quotations. Have you ever, quote, banged a, quote, slut and said, oh, my God, I banged this slut?
I mean, it's not, you don't brag about.
But have you said, I banged this
but
slut.
that's a question. Like, have I bragged about having sex with girls or specifically?
No, I think the words sluts and banged are in quotations.
Sluts I fucked?
You're right.
No.
Never. Mm-hmm. Now, I can't even give you a maybe once or twice on that.
Maybe once or twice.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's honest. I appreciate that. Have you complained about being friend zoned?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I'm actively trying to hook up with one of my friends now.
It says, I don't know what that means. No, I've never been friend zoned, or yes, because it's the worst. Yes,
terrible.
because it's the worst. Yeah, that's fair.
My 2 best girlfriends are both stunning.
Right.
It sucks.
Yeah. Have you ever seen this emoji, and it's the picture of the monkey with hands over its eyes?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It writes LOL, no, or yes all the time.
Not all the time, no.
But you could say, yeah. I don't even know what that means.
Stupid fucking question.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going with that. Do you wear V-neck tees?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
I've never seen you.
I mean, I'm sure I have T-shirts that are V-necks, but it's not like... I mean, do you see what I wear every day?
Yeah, no, you look like a slob. I'm going to write no.
I don't know about that.
Do you have chest tattoos that are only visual? No. You don't have chest tattoo, right?
No.
Have you ever told a woman you need to chill?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's either no, that's rude, once or twice, or yes, because she needed to chill.
That one.
I got it. Have you ever slid into a girl's Twitter DMs and there's a picture of a fat kid on a water slide going like this?
No.
You know, what do you mean? You
No.
never DM'd with a girl? What does that mean? Have you ever slid into a girl's Twitter?
Like, have you ever... You know what
a
that
random
means.
girl.
That's like when a guy is just like, hey, what's up on Twitter because they don't have your number. Or Facebook message or Instagram direct.
Like they're like, oh, but she followed me on Twitter, so I'm going to get to her that way.
We talked about this before.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I just never heard that phraseology.
That to me is the ultimate.
Yes, okay.
If a good-looking girl follows me or something like that, then I will follow back, but I will not DM them. They can.
You won't DM?
No.
So you don't slide into the DM?
No, I think it's weird.
You know, I've heard it goes down in the DM.
That's a song by Yo Gotti.
Oh, so no.
No.
Because you're right about that, Kathy. Have you ever slid into a girl's Instagram DM?
No.
Okay.
It's even weirder.
That is, you're right about that. That is weirder. I slid into Natalia's DM.
That's not true. That's not true.
I just said hello, though.
That's not true. I have, but it was someone that I had known.
Okay.
And I had gotten a new phone, so I don't know if that counts.
Are you in a band?
Am I in a band?
Yeah.
He wishes.
No. I have no musical ability.
No. Are you a DJ? No.
No.
No, but my friend is like this super poppin' DJ. Yes.
Who?
Troy.
Yeah, Troy is a super poppin' DJ.
No, but my friend is like this super poppin' DJ. And Kirill is not a DJ, but you've used Kirill as your friend who's a super poppin' DJ before. You brought a girl to the Kirill party. I think that's the spirit of the question. It's fair, right?
Yeah. Krill's great.
He's a great guy. I love him. Do you wear topsiders? What's topsiders?
I think those are both shoes.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's like when I tell you I'm not a bro because I don't.
I got some Sperry's.
I don't wear those or like Vineyard Vines or any of
that. Okay, this is good. Which of these most accurately describes your line of work? I mean, this is very easy. This is strangely easy. Tastemaker, influencer, creative director, finance, DJ, or producer?
Producer.
Okay, there it is.
I was leaning towards tastemaker for a moment, though.
Yeah, no. You produce for a tastemaker.
Proceed.
Ever introduced a girl you've been dating for months as your friend? It's a good question. Ever.
Dating?
You've been dating a girl for months.
I mean,
or sleeping with them.
Right. That doesn't
so
mean
a girl who I've been hooking out with?
Right. I think we need Kathy's definition of dating because because Adrian, a girl sees if you're sleeping with a guy regularly, you're dating him in your mind, correct? Or a girl.
I mean, if I've gone on a date or two with them and then or hung out, I don't know, it depends on the situation.
But if you've been hanging out with a guy for months,
I've never had a guy that just came over just to have sex,
right?
Because that's not something that I would allow. No, never.
You're like, oh, that's weird.
But I also a lot of my friends, they'll if the guy stays over or basically lives with them or whatever. Like, if they hang out more than just sex.
Right.
Even if it's not technically a date.
Yeah, that's the new dating, right? Hanging out. Like, I'll rephrase it. Have you ever introduced a girl you've been hanging out with for months as your friend?
I don't know if it was months.
How long was it, would you say?
I don't know. Yeah.
More than
I mean, I'm not going to be like, this is my girlfriend, unless we've had this discussion. Like, yeah, we are.
Have you ever randomly texted a girl you hooked up with more than a year ago?
Oh, yeah.
You really?
Yeah. It's a shot in the dark.
You up?
Okay, yeah, that's
I did that yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
You hadn't talked to her in over a year?
Yeah. A couple.
And you were just like, yo.
I was like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing tonight?
That's smart. I mean, the choices are no.
Not like, hey, come over. It was just like, what are you doing tonight? Just to see.
It's a you up text.
Well, not in the middle of the night.
What time
it was
was it?
Earlier. I was just at home. Like, I didn't really go out yesterday.
So it was a what's up text as opposed to a you up text. It's the same
just
thing.
to see what they were doing.
Right.
I would have met up with them for a drink or
maybe get some coffee
or just snacks.
Right.
Yeah,
What
not
kind of
dinner.
Not dinner.
No, we would get like a salted pretzel.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Meet me at the pretzel stand, honey.
46th Street.
You really are a charmer. Yes, I was genuinely interested in her, how her life was doing. Yeah, man, we had a good night, and I saw on Instagram that she was back in town. That's your one.
That's probably, yeah.
Have you ever traveled in Southeast Asia?
No.
No, yeah. It's stupid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a reference to the loose prostitution laws in that area, probably.
Have you ever left a thirsty comment on someone's Instagram?
No.
No, I didn't think you did.
Yeah.
Radio Adrian 1.
Not
You
anymore.
up?
You up on Instagram? Have you ever explained craft beer to a woman?
No.
Craft beer is for losers, right?
I mean, it's not for.
I'm gonna write
for losers. It's not for me.
No, or what's craft beer?
He knows what craft beer
I
is.
know.
No.
Yeah. So no.
Have you ever based an outfit on one of Kanye's outfits?
No.
You don't even like Kanye. Do you own a hoodie that costs more than some people's rent?
No.
No, that's absurd.
What?
They're expensive hoodies.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Why?
I mean, why
It's
they're...
a hoodie.
Because people are. Why are
Why are they expensive bags?
and dresses?
Yeah, but I can't imagine like a piece of cloth. That's
I
a hoodie.
Well, if we put a zipper on it, it's either a hoodie or a bag.
Well, but
Like, people pay, like, $1,000 because a bag's got a
bags
Chanel
are different.
logo.
Like a hoodie is not anything that you could ever dress up.
If you...
There are people who wear hoodies.
Yeah.
That's in nice spots.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, once a rapper's going to go to a club in a hoodie. He's going to wear a really nice
And then
hoodie.
Lacoste will make a hoodie.
People
There's
want to
brands
dress like
that.
the rapper. They're going to charge a lot of money for that hoodie.
Crap.
Yeah. You don't know what it's like on these streets, Kathy.
Nope. Apparently not.
Adrian, have you ever ghosted on someone you were dating? I guess that may just cut
That
off
means,
communication.
Yeah, like you turn into a ghost
Right.
all of a sudden instead of like breaking it off.
Dating
Hanging out with.
again.
Hanging out with.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
For a good
yeah.
reason, though.
Oh, my God. The choices are yes or yes, but I had a legitimate reason. What was your reason?
This person was legitimately unhealthy.
Crazy bitch?
Mentally, yeah.
I see.
It was. I shouldn't have even hooked up with her to begin with.
Have you ever gone to a party with one girl and left with another?
I mean, not in those exact.
What other?
If you've
I mean, like,
slept
I've
with
gone,
two
like-
people in a day,
I've gone to, like, one instance sticks out specifically. Like, I remember taking, when I was still living at home, getting in a cab with one group on my way to go out, and then going home with a different one. So yeah,
So yes is the answer.
yeah.
Now,
But it wasn't at a party.
Tell me this: yes or it happens with a shrug emojicon.
It happens.
It happens.
I just go with the flow, dude.
Have you ever sleazed on one of your girlfriend's friends? And sleazed would mean even hitting on, right?
I mean, I would have to answer yes to that.
You wish you would.
I mean,
You've done that.
yes.
Have you ever? And this would be an interesting one. Have you ever sleazed on one of your homeboy's exes? I don't know. No, that's what I thought. Bro, is that because?
And there's a limit on that. Like, you can't, like, Like, I have certain friends who would be totally cool with me hooking up with girls that they used to date.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it because it makes me uncomfortable.
Right.
And definitely not within, like, if it was a serious relationship, not within, like, 2 years of them breaking up. Like, it has to be like, okay, we're totally different people now.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the fact that there's a timeline and rules makes me think that the selection to click is bros before hoes. It's either...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Like, one of my friends, I became friends with his girlfriend, and she texted me, like, this was like 2 weeks ago. She texted me actually while I was here at work, and was like, me and Mike broke up. And I just responded and said, nice knowing you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Because the selections are either nah or bros before hoes. And I think it's bros before
Well,
hoes.
it depends, too. There are other girls who I'd take before their boyfriends who I'm friends with. But it all depends on who
But
I've
it's
been
your
friends
bro.
with. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's not your friend, it's your bro.
Yeah.
Right.
She was like, what do you mean? I was like, well, like, we're not...
Bros before hoes.
Yeah.
Right, I get it. Have you ever lied about having an STD or an STI?
No, I've never had one. Thank God.
Right. So would you?
I have had close calls. What do you mean?
Would you lie
Would
about...
I knowingly have sex with someone while I had one?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
That's evil.
That's what I thought. Okay.
I know someone who's done that, and
Okay.
You're a shitty person.
Now...
It's one of the shittiest things you can do.
Yeah.
And it's a felony. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
It's a felony to knowingly transmit a sexually transmitted disease.
Now, when a month or two ago, I guess, Cathy came to the table and she started talking about her obsession with how much she dislikes fuckboys. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't even terribly familiar with the term, to tell you the truth.
Well, because we've talked about, like, a fuckboy is the type that will slide into your Twitter messages and,
Yes.
like, gauge whether you're interested enough to, like, ask you out, but not really even ask you out. Just,
Right.
like, hang out.
Because they're so non-committal.
Yeah.
They just want to see if they can kind of get your interest enough so that maybe you'll sleep with them.
Yeah.
Right.
It's usually, like, they'll invite you to a show or something, but then most of the time they'll also be hitting on your friend.
Right. Because you got to play the numbers, right,
Yeah.
Adrian?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, they say it's a numbers game.
Right. They say. So the quiz that we were just taking is...
No more questions?
That's it. That's the end of the quiz.
I was enjoying that.
I bet I was enjoying hearing about it. The end of the quiz, and it was, what percent fuckboy are you? Mm-hmm. Because Cathy made the assertion when we were first talking about this, and you remember, and you were a bit offended by it, to tell you the truth.
Somewhat, but then I said I wore the badge.
With honor.
Yeah.
Cathy said you're a fuckboy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And do you think that that's accurate?
I don't think that's accurate. I mean, it's accurate in a lot of ways, but like there are girls who 100% will take out, do real dates and stuff like that. But I'm not like a liar.
But that's...
Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't think that you're a bad person. And I think that there's also a separation between work Adrian and personal life Adrian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you're growing up a lot too, like where you've made these changes in the last like year or two, but you're still a little bit like you've got some fuckboy in you.
But what about the idea that there are these girls that embrace the fuckboyism that like...
Well, I mean, I don't see why having recreational sex is like...
Well, it's when it's
It's when a girl sees it as something else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
See,
when
like
you're leading someone on to believe something else.
I'm always straightforward.
But
like
here's the thing. You probably are always straightforward, but I feel like there's a responsibility. Like, this is the guy version of the friend zone, where, Adrian, you and I as guys know that when a girl's got a guy in the friend zone, you know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. You're taking advantage of it. Yeah. And as much as you want to say, oh, but we're just friends and blah, blah, blah.
No, I love hanging out with
Right.
them.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Have you ever friend zoned somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what's going on.
But I've also told them very straightforward, like, I love you, but in a way that it will never be more than that.
It does put somebody like you, Cathy, in a weird position because, like, the thing about friend zoning somebody is you can say that all you want. It has no effect. Mm-hmm. Like, as long as you keep hanging out with that person, like, they're going to still be in love with you.
I mean, I address it as soon as it becomes
an
issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's addressed by them or it becomes very apparent. Because I don't want it to ever affect how they view me.
Do you kind of cut off the amount of closeness that you'll be to them as a friend?
It depends on the situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But you'll try to be aware of it.
Yeah, because ultimately, like, I want their like, for any of my friends, like, I want their happiness sometimes more than I want my own.
Right. But see, even that, like, she's like, oh, she says that it's nothing more, but she wants my happiness more than she wants her own. Obviously, she's in love with me, and she just doesn't know it yet. That's how, I mean, that happens a lot, doesn't it?
I've been friend zoned before.
You have?
Yeah.
By a dude?
Yeah.
When? Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you have to tell us.
I don't think that I don't think that happens.
No way.
Like, I've talked to
Yeah.
girls, like, I hang out with, like, with girls like you who will have platonic guy friends. And I'm looking around like, I don't even think you're aware of how many of your guy friends are in love with you, to tell you the truth. Like, all of them pretty much. But it's just how it is.
Yeah.
But, like, girls will be like, no. I'm saying buddy a lot, and I'm saying friend, and I'm talking like we're friends, so obviously they know. And I try to tell these people, you don't understand. It doesn't matter. Like, you could say it all day long. There is no sort of, because I don't think
in the back of our minds, it's always one day.
I don't think for guys there is yeah, but we're friends. It would be weird. Like, that doesn't exist.
No.
For guys, I don't think.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
There are certain girls who I'm friends with where I would have sex with them, but it would be weird.
But you would still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what I mean.
Yeah. 100%.
You'd be willing to put up with the weirdness because at the same time, they're hot.
I will put up with all sorts of awkward.
Right.
Like, I don't give a shit. Yeah.
Right. That's the difference.
I will be in the most uncomfortable situation ever.
Yeah, like while you're in the middle of it, you're like, this is so weird.
This is so weird, but I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
This is so weird. In fact, it's really fun, too.
Yeah. And yeah.
So in what situation have you been friend zoned?
I had a crush on a guy who I became friends with. And I thought that at first he liked me too. And then one of our mutual guy friends told me that he wasn't interested.
Your mutual guy friend.
Yeah, there you go. Your mutual guy friend was in love with you.
Yeah.
And then
He was a liar.
He was the guy that I told that I would never date.
It doesn't matter. I tried to tell you that.
Yeah.
He's like, no problem. We'll never date. And you'll never date anyone until you realize you're in love with me. Yeah, no. I think that guy sabotaged you, but go on.
Yeah, and then about a year after that, like, we were just friends, like, nothing ever happened.
Sure.
There were times when I was like, oh, maybe he likes me, maybe he doesn't, I don't know. And then he started dating another one of our girlfriends, and...
But this was all based off of what that other guy told you, right? Your assumption that he wasn't interested and friends
I always thought that he was, but he never, made a move.
But a lot of guys don't make the move because they're like, they actually, either they really like you and they're like, you know, if I make the move and she's not into it, then this whole thing is over because this thing is in my head. So they won't make a move, or they're just lazy. There's a lot of reasons why a guy won't make a move. And if he didn't make a move, maybe he's not the greatest dude anyway. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a huge probability that in that situation you were actually friend zoned by the guy that you were friend zoning. Like, he sabotaged you.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's
I've
one
been
of those
that guy.
things where now I see the guy, I'm like, oh no.
Right.
Oh, no,
Right.
Because of who he's with, yeah. I'm like, no.
And
It's an
honest,
awful relationship.
and if it were really like that sort of supposed to happen type of thing, he would have made a move. You know what I mean? Like, or something would have happened.
Yeah, but you weren't friend zone.
You were sabotaged.
I've done that. Yeah.
You've sabotaged?
So I know.
Yeah.
Oh, quite a bit.
You have to.
Anytime I have two good girlfriends who I'm
It's
very
just a flat out
interested
lie.
in.
Listen, Cathy, I talked to him. He's not interested in you.
I mean, yeah, no.
That's-
They've asked me, like, do you think he's a good guy? And I've been like, no. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah. No,
Like,
the other friend, like, there was one night where the guy that I liked, he slept on my couch, and we were up until like 4 a.m. just talking. Like, we got back from wherever we were at like 1 a.m.
The other guy?
We talked for 3 hours. The one that I liked. He slept on my couch, and then I was like,
Dude,
the one that you
I'm
liked.
gonna go to sleep. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
He's in love.
No,
then-
the one that she liked was the one who had the conversation.
Yeah.
So he was 100% into you. The
Yeah.
other kid was just lying.
And then
Yeah.
the next
Yeah,
day,
he
I
was
hung
lying.
out with the other friend, and the friend that told me that was just like, I don't think he sees you that way.
Well, because
Like,
you have,
he talks about other girls in like a different way. He doesn't see you that way.
yeah, because he probably sees you as even more special than that. But you also have to understand, like,
But he didn't make a move, and it's like you're
Right.
up until 4 a.m. and you don't make a move.
yeah, that's a little, that makes him less than ideal. But he wasn't. He didn't. You weren't friend zoned. You were sabotaged.
Yeah.
By somebody that you friend zoned.
He was smart. And are you still friends with the friend zoner? Or
no.
The kid who sabotaged you?
Yeah.
You're not?
He lied about other stuff too.
Yeah, so. He's a liar because he's in love with you. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Like he was lying, and like, and to tell you the truth, I mean, that is what happens a lot of times when you talk to a single guy friend. Mm-hmm. If you have a guy friend that is not in a relationship, and you talk to him about the other dudes.
Oh, I didn't talk to him about it.
Oh, he just butted in?
Yeah.
Oh, God, Cathy. I wish I'd been there for you at the time to be like, this person is manipulating and sabotaging.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Fine.
All's well that ends well at the end of the day. But the reason that I say that is because I think that fuckboyism is for guys what friend zoning is for girls, meaning that guys who act like a fuckboy are really doing what Adrian's saying and saying, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with just kind of playing the numbers and you're being honest because, like you're saying, right? Like, if a girl's being honest with you, if you're into this girl, right? Mm-hmm. And she's telling you, like, I'm really happy we're friends and I don't want to ruin that.
You're
but
still
like,
trying to change it.
Yeah, I'm not interested. I don't feel that way about you. You're going to be like, oh, okay.
I didn't hear or register any of that.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I'm going to keep trying to
I am on a mission.
That's the same thing as, like, I know so many girls. I'm not like this, but I know so many girls. I was friends with them in college or wherever, and hopefully they've grown up and they've learned to realize this. But if a guy says, I don't want to date you, I just want to hook up, they're like, oh, I can change him.
Exactly. And that's why fuckboyism, that's why girls get mad at fuckboyism, because you're overly nice. Mm-hmm. You're very sweet, and you make it seem like you would. The game is to make it seem like you would be a good boyfriend without ever committing to the idea that you would be. So your actions.
I'm open to change.
Right. So your actions say, I want to be with you. I have an emotional connection with you. Yes, they do. Just being nice.
Just being nice. That's what it does to
these. Yes, that's what it does to girls. Just being nice, and because what you have to do when you're trying to meet these girls is act like they're the only person that you're thinking about. And you are in that moment. But that doesn't register the same way to you and I when a girl says...
Not necessarily.
Well, girls, we also overanalyze a lot of things.
Right.
So, like, if a guy says, you know, I want to keep this open, like, I'm not ready to settle down, it's like, oh, it's because he was hurt in the past.
Yes, and
like,
I'm going to fix that.
Yeah. See, I'll come out and say, this will never be anything more than us just hooking up.
But a girl can interpret that however she wants to.
Right.
This will never be anything but us hooking up.
Dude, it is crazy, because Cathy's right.
I'm
that's
telling
my fault.
you 100%.
It's
well, you
it's like
you
Donald
are choosing
Trump
to
saying,
hook up with that girl still.
Right. Like
yeah, but that's like Donald being people criticizing him for taking advantage of the laws that allow businesses to do corrupt things.
Do you think it's a girl's fault if she friend zones a guy, tells him you are friend zoned, and then continues to take advantage or use his gifts of friendship?
No.
Okay, well then it's the same thing because a lot of guys.
I'm saying it's not her.
It's not her fault.
No.
Right. So then you can justifiably say that as long as the girl's being honest about being friend zoned, about friend zoning this guy, everything's fine. Then I would say that you are justified in your logic in saying that as long as you're being as long as you're saying what's truthful, we're just hooking up, we're not in a relationship, this is just for fun, then yes, your conscience can be clear. However, there is no reason on this planet for you to think that that girl will take your words for what they mean. Absolutely
that's
not.
fine. But there are girls too though who are they're not looking for anything.
That's 100% true.
They're looking for sex.
And what do you think about that, Cathy? What do you think? Because obviously you are anti-fuckboy. You've made that very, very clear.
Yeah.
What do you think about this idea that sometimes fuckboys are just looking for girls who aren't looking for a relationship? Because there are girls out there.
I think deep down you kind of know.
What?
Like, you know the difference between
Right.
a girl that, like, wants a relationship and is just hoping that, like, a hookup or hangout
I know in
goes
30
further.
seconds.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Now, will
you know
you take
a girl
advantage
that's
of
just
that?
Down to...
Of what?
If you know in 30 seconds this girl is looking for a relationship, will you be like, but I think I can hook up with her tonight?
Oh, no. I'm saying I know in 30 seconds whether it's a girl who I would actively like want to spend time with,
Yeah.
actively take out,
But
or just try to fuck.
But Cathy's saying that you know what the girl's looking for when you talk to her.
Oh,
like for instance, like
you can kind of
sometimes.
gauge. Yeah, you can kind of gauge whether a girl is like saying, "Oh yeah, like I'm totally fine with just like this being."
Like anybody who goes up to Cathy, anybody who meets Cathy, would understand Cathy gives off the vibe of relationship, committed, emotional support. Like that's
which is, by the way, I'm actively looking for that.
I believe you.
Yeah, but in the meantime,
in between time, like
yeah,
I get it. I don't have it, and I don't think you're doing anything wrong. By the way,
good.
I think it's funny, and I will tell you the results of your quiz. We should get to that.
Okay. Yeah. But I also don't have as much sympathy. Like, I definitely did this a couple times when I was younger, but, like, I don't have as much sympathy for girls that, like, try to change a guy either. Like, they know.
That's weird. I have no sympathy.
Right. Like you're being honest. Like, just listen to this dude.
I had a friend a couple years ago who... A guy told her within the first 3 days of dating that he never wanted to get married and he never wanted to have kids. And she still tried to date him and change him.
Right.
Why? Those shouldn't even be topics.
No, but he's very upfront because he knew that this was a problem in the past. And he said to her on
I don't mind that it's up
first date,
right.
He was like, hey, this has been a problem in the past and I just want to let you know so you can have the choice
of
whether you want to do that or not.
I think it's a good guy thing to do to be like, I'm not getting married or having kids.
But I'm like, I don't even want, like, no, those are two things.
Well, you don't even know, right? Like, you're not even ready to.
No, I do want to get married and have kids, but if I've had girls before like mention something like that, and I've been like, what are you talking about?
But you understand that, like, if you do want to do that, that's fine. You don't have to talk about it. But if you don't, then, like, if you know for a fact, I don't want marriage or kids, then to not have to waste your time.
He's saving her from that emotional
I just think
investment.
it's weird to talk about it that quickly.
It is,
when
but
you're an adult too, it's different. Like,
I guess.
And he's looking at it not like, I'm going to see if I can hook up with this chick. He's looking at it like, I'm doing this to build a relationship.
He's like, I like this chick. I might want to.
I think it's the right thing to do. It is, yeah. I mean, I get that it's quick, but it is. And
she spent 3 months trying to change him, and then she blamed me for flirting with him, and I wanted nothing to do with him. Like, I was only friends with him because he was dating her,
right?
And he dumped her.
Did he like you?
No.
Oh,
probably.
She made this all up in her head. I literally spent I maybe said 3 sentences to him.
That'll do
when
it.
she wasn't there, and it was about a camera that he was buying for his trip so that he could get away from her.
I'm going to tell you something. You and I have had conversations with cameras before, and I was thinking about anything besides lenses. Let's just put it that way.
Oh.
Yeah, your charm. You don't know. When you start getting on those electronics, it's like, whoo! Your percentage of fuckboy, Adrian. That's what the world needs to know now. Your score? You're on your way, fam. It says here.
See, like, I don't. All right, go on.
You don't say the word fam.
Yeah, I don't talk like that.
You're not yet a full-blown fuckboy.
No.
Not yet, but you're trying.
Putting in a good effort.
It says, this is a crucial time in your life. You can choose to change direction and follow the light towards the meaningful relationships, or you can continue down the path of depravity towards complete fuckboyness.
Yeah.
I think
LA's full of fuckboys.
I would imagine.
They're like 40-year-old fuckboys.
There's also a lot of, I think an accurate word too would be tools. Because like, what's up? Like, you know, who will act like do
tools
shit
are
like
different than fuckboys.
How so? Tell me.
Honestly, that quiz, I don't think that it was a
True
lot of the
fuckboyness?
questions were perfect because I think that more of it is a mentality as opposed to an action.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the mentality of like, oh, I don't have to put in a lot of effort and I'm still gonna.
Right. I don't have to work towards this.
It's like the millennial version of dating and whatever.
Like I'm entitled to a certain amount of vagina,
so I don't
need
entitled to it.
Well, yeah, I mean, dude, you don't
entitled to vagina?
Yeah.
No, I have to work for it.
Do you think is it a tough thing to work for?
Yeah. It can be very hard at times.
It can
also be very easy.
Okay, so it's not.
But I don't feel entitled. I mean,
it can also be very easy.
Like
so you know what's funny about Adrian is I think this quiz is wrong. I think the result they took the data, and this is the problem. You have to analyze these things.
Yeah.
I don't think he's approaching fuckboyness. I think he's trying to escape his inner fuckboyness.
I was gonna say he's a reforming fuckboy.
He's trying.
No, I'm not trying to escape it.
I think you are.
No, because I love hanging out with girls, but I am actively looking for something more than that, because it does get
you when you talk to us, like you want to, and I can see you want to be a redeemable person, but it usually takes 2 to 3 sentences to get to that fuckboy root that I think you're trying to get away from, like what you just said, which is like, no, I don't think I'm entitled to it. I have to work for it. Sometimes it can be very hard. Sometimes it can be very easy, and it's like there it was.
Sometimes it can be so.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you're trying to see the positive and like, oh, well, if there is a girl I like, I will like take her on a date. I
treat her like gold.
Yeah. But there are also guys that I know that are your age who wouldn't have all the other relationships outside of that. They would just be focused
No, I would
on
shut it.
that
No,
one
I'm
girl.
saying I would shut it down for her.
No, but they don't even have the thing to shut down.
Okay, but I don't.
Right. Now, what do you think, Cathy, of a guy, because there are plenty of guys that go like, I am not looking for any kind of relationship whatsoever. I will not be monogamous. Like, and they say that to you. Like, I'm looking to have fun, meet people, have a good time. Let's have a good time tonight, hang out.
I would say I'm totally fine with how you think that way.
Right.
I will be friends with you, but it will never be anything
I'm
else.
not going to participate in that. Now, do you feel bad for the women that do participate in that, or do you feel like because he's being so upfront?
If he's upfront about it,
right,
then I don't feel bad for them.
Right.
If he hid that, then I would feel bad for them.
Yeah. I think that's the difference.
Or if he masked it. Yeah.
Right.
See, like I recently hooked up. I told you about this. I recently hooked up with a girl who I had met like a year ago, and through friends, and she had told me, she's like, "You're disgusting. Like I would never go with you. You're a scumbag." Because I think we met the same weekend where I had hooked up with someone. She was like, "Never. I would never hook up with a guy like you ever."
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw her again. She was like, "I would never do that. Be one of those girls." And I saw her again like a year ago, which was 2 weeks, 2 weeks ago now. And we had like an actual intellectual conversation. She's like, "Wow, you're really not what I thought." And then we ended up sleeping together that night.
Was that the goal, or did it just happen?
I mean, it wasn't like I didn't like. Well, yeah.
It was the goal. Yeah, you were like, "I'm gonna."
When she started going off about how like I would never, ever. In the
like,
back of my head, I was like,
okay,
we'll see.
What was your intellectual conversation about? I must know. Yeah,
I was talking to her about this.
You're just stealing my lines, then?
No.
Okay.
I was talking to her about what I do here and like what just all of it, like everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
She's like, "Wow, I've never met someone who enjoys what they do."
Right.
Like you do. I'm like, yeah.
Well, I'll say this.
Attractive quality.
I'll say this. You're welcome for creating an environment that you can enjoy.
Yeah.
And get yourself some.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're welcome. And I feel.
I mean, there's quite a bit that's come through this.
Right. Do you, when you pray at night, do you go like, Sammy?
Nah, I'd shoot you a text.
You do? Yeah.
But you know, that's what Sundays I'm gonna start shooting you a text to me like this.
Yeah.
So,
no, actually, you know what? Just keep it to yourself.
You sure?
I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm.
Right.
I live to give. I don't need that. I need that.
That's a lie.
I don't need the approval.
That's what you live for. You live for people's approval.
No, I'm more of a
on
giver.
On Twitter.
No, I don't even check Twitter.
Yeah, are you kidding me? When we were in the elevator coming up here, you're like, guess what? This person said that they just listened to Sam Roberts' show for the last 7 hours.
I believe it was 13 hours.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw you.
She Snapchatted me.
And telling me how great it was.
Yeah, she was. She was with her boyfriend in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Being respectful. As a matter of fact, Cathy, she tweeted me the night before saying, I have 12 hours of Sam Roberts shows downloaded for my 13-hour road trip. What am I going to do for the last hour? And you know what I said?
Listen to Sam and Cathy.
That's right.
It's a good show.
That's right.
Both good shows.
You tagged me in that, I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. See?
Yeah.
It's not just about me. No. And I was just explaining to you what I did with my weekend. That had nothing to do. That was not braggadocious.
Well, I wouldn't hang out with you if we were anything other.
Oh, good.
Than that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm not saying it as a bad thing. I'm just calling you out.
It's a good personality trait.
Yeah.
Do you, after that quiz, Adrian, do you have a better understanding of what a fuckboy is?
I guess.
Yeah. Cathy, do you still think Adrian's a fuckboy?
No, I told you. I think that he had fuckboy moves when he was younger, and I think that he's getting better about it.
What's the longest time it's ever taken you to realize that you were dealing with a fuckboy? Or do you sense it out real quick?
I think now I sense it out real quick and I remove myself from that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just stop talking to them or whatever, let them know like that's not going to happen. But
so you mean somebody who is like if it's clear that a guy's just looking to hook up?
Yeah, like I get a lot of like guys that I'll meet. They'll send me like a DM and they'll be like, "Hey, like I have a show in town or whatever. Like you should come."
Mm-hmm.
And it's very clear. It's like, oh, you're not going to ask me on a date, but like you'll put in the minimal amount of effort.
Right.
Like I don't want to deal with that because like I know what I'm willing to give.
What if a guy was like, "Hey, me and my friends are going to do this. You should come with us. You should come out with us."
It depends on how they ask and like their sincerity and whatever else. Like it depends on the situation. It's very situational.
Because I think this thing, a lot of it has to do with adding manipulation to it.
Yeah, and I also like that's the thing is like girls talk.
What?
You're saying the guys manipulate?
I'm saying when the guy manipulates, that's when it becomes fuckboyism. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was a guy a while back who
I don't know who would do that.
He was hitting on me, and then he also was hitting on one of my best friends, like very, very publicly. And I'm like, why would you do that?
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Because then they're going to talk to each other.
And knowing that we're best friends, like we came to a party together.
Right.
Like, why would you do that?
So you're saying that the guy didn't even take the effort to separate it or to pick one or to whatever. He's just...
Oh, no, I don't care if he separates it or what's the effort of that. Like, he shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
But that's the fuckboyism, that he doesn't take a second to think that even if I'm not even being legitimate about this, I'm just trying to hook up. I can't do it to both at the same time.
Well, maybe he had it in his mind that, like, that creates some sort of...
tension between the
tension
two,
between us, and then like we want to be like the one that ends up with him, but like that really just was a turnoff to both of us.
That would, wouldn't that normally work out that way, like the way it worked out with you?
No, because I know in college, like I had friends that were really like, I remember these two girls, they were just frenemies. They weren't actual friends.
Right.
And so if a guy expressed interest in both of them, they would then fight over the guy.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, but that doesn't work with best friends that are legit best friends, or does it?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think it depends on a girl's age.
One story comes to mind.
And, yeah.
Oh, these friendships are based on
nothing.
They're very
superficial.
Guys do that
paper
too.
thin.
Honestly, guys do that too.
Trying to get the same girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Friends will
me and
fight over a girl. Yeah.
Me and my friend were talking the other day about this girl we know, and I was like, dude, no. Like, I'm going to...
I fucking called dibs,
No. I didn't say I called dibs. I was like, okay, fine. Race to the finish.
What is this, a fucking movie?
Let's do it. Like, it's like, I think that's anything. You're going to compete.
Yeah.
Girls will do it and guys will do it.
But did you actually say, okay, fine, let's race to the finish?
I don't think those are the exact words.
But you agreed that there would now be a competition.
So, yeah, but that's
so
not...
you really are...
There's no wager.
You're living a John Hughes movie.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess in a way.
This is what John Hughes and this is what all those 80s and 90s like date bro movies did. Like they made all of us now as people grow up think like this is what people do.
Yeah,
like
it's funny because then after that,
bro,
the girl in question gone.
I bet you can't make the ugly chick pretty by prom. Oh yeah,
you're on.
What do you got on it? 2 trips to the 7-Eleven. Okay.
Yeah.
You bet 2 trips to the 7-Eleven on me? That's what I was worth? Yeah.
But, yeah, that, I mean, like, and then the girl in question liked a photo or something on Instagram, so I screenshot it and sent it to my buddy. He was like, oh, Fernandez off to a hot start in this race.
Yeah. Now, would that upset you as a woman, Cathy, to know that you liked somebody's Instagram picture that maybe you were kind of interested in, maybe
it was just
not?
a joke.
And then he was texting that to his other guy friend, being like, "She likes me better than you, bro." Or does that not bother you?
I don't care.
That's
right.
just stupid. That's just stupidity.
I would hope that.
I don't actually think a girl liking my photo means, oh, got that one locked up.
To tell you the truth, when I was watching those,
I mean, it kind of does.
It does, right? Yeah.
Oh, wow. Then I got.
Yeah,
I know a busy day later.
I kind of go, that's, yeah. Yeah.
Well, it depends. It could be like a sympathy like. It could be like, oh, I think he's funny.
What was the photo that you liked?
I don't even remember.
Of course you don't.
But yeah, like that's
you got too much going
I think
on,
that's
bro.
a rule on Instagram is if you like every single one of someone's photos, you clearly like them.
Right, but if If you get one like, then it's good. Like, oh, we could. If you get a like on every single photo, it's like, bitch, we're not dating. You know what I mean? Like, relax.
Well, then I was texting her about going to visit her.
Did you visit her?
No, but I am.
Oh, good for you.
I'm going to. So I am way ahead in this.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it. Work hard. You know what I mean? Put that work in. Work hard, work fast.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Work hard, work fast.
I do appreciate that he's going to visit her as opposed to making her come visit him.
Well, he's got to go visit her because...
Fuckboys don't do that.
Yeah, but he's got to win this bet.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? The competition's on now.
We'll go out to a 5-star dinner.
And is that because you care about her or because you care
actually
about...
do like, she's actually smart. And I said to my buddy, I was like, dude, she's really cool. Like, I would actually think about dating her. He's like, no, I'm going to go with her. And I was like, really?
Oh, then it's on.
All right.
Yeah, because you know what? It's true. I believe Adrian cares very much about this woman. You know what else he cares about? Winning.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's right.
And he's going to do both.
I'll become a chameleon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Social chameleon. Sometimes you got to do it.
Oh, you like art? I fucking love it.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of Jensen Karp? He's this guy I know. He's got this gallery. Like
I will though at times become there is fuck with me because I will go evil to go with someone.
I mean, you got to.
You have
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
She's like, let's go to the Met, and you're like, I love Mets.
yeah.
The Mets.
METS.
Like all you have to do is mention like one little thing and be like, oh yeah, I mean, I've
I was
season
just
passes.
watching them fight the other day.
Yeah.
Wait till you see this YouTube video. So do you go and like? Do you take like a thing that they had and just bullshit on it, or when they say something?
Depends on the girl.
Do you go home and research it?
It depends on the girl. But yeah.
You put in your homework.
No, I mean,
No,
I'll bullshit.
Yeah.
If it's a girl I'm just trying to go with that night, then I'll bullshit.
Right.
100%. I'll start all kinds of nonsense.
Right.
But like that's the thing too. It's different. Every interaction I have with a girl, it's different from girl to girl. Like if it's a girl, I'm like, oh wow, like she actually brings something to the table. She's smart. She's funny. Like I would actually want to hang out with her. Versus like, okay, like I just want to have sex with her.
Right.
So it's different. I don't know if that makes me.
Well,
because if there's a girl who I'm like, you know what, she's smart. She's someone who I
think it just depends on what people's expectations are at the end of the day. Like some of these girls probably didn't realize that they were just to have sex with girls. Sucks for them.
A lot of them do.
Some of them do. That's fine.
But they don't want to admit it.
They don't want to admit it.
Well, that's the girl who I mentioned before, who a year earlier hated me, and then we ended up hooking up. The next morning, the first thing she said was, "I feel morally defeated."
Yeah. Well, yeah. But that was, I mean, the fact that she said that to you, I would think was at least slightly in humor.
I mean, I thought it was great.
Right, you won. Well, you like to win. Who doesn't like to win?
I was just like, come here.
You just took a year to win a competition, and you won. Congratulations.
I mean, I have gone, like, years, like, decided, like, nope, I don't care how long this takes. It will happen.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well, good. Will to win. Will to win. Will it into being.
Yeah.
It's very important. We've covered a lot today and learned a lot. Yes, go ahead.
Can I ask one question?
Yes, you may.
Okay. I would like Cathy's opinion.
Okay.
If I am actively interested in a girl, it's been made clear, we've made out before, nothing more, right?
Tongues.
But it's been
Good for you.
quite a bit.
So you're telling me you and this girl Frenched.
Yeah,
Very nice.
dude, I'm a phenomenal kisser.
That guy. I mean,
I just want you to know.
I don't know why you had to make it
Okay,
weirder.
so this girl,
Right. So
I hear the story now.
you like her.
yeah. So it's clear that I have an interest, right? If she doesn't reciprocate that
Right, there's an
interest,
R, yeah.
is there anything wrong with me hooking up with other girls in the meantime?
In the meantime, in between time.
Yeah.
Well, if she,
It's like, listen, you can't. This is here for you. Everything else will be thrown away, and it will be you and me. That's it. Because she has bitched to me before, like, well, you hooked up with all these other girls, and well, you haven't made the choice to.
I mean, I think that either she's, I don't know for sure, but either she's testing you to see if you
Yeah,
are just
that's what it
into
is.
her, or
You need to commit. If you want to show her that you can commit, you need to start committing before you're actually committing. That's what's trying to be tested here. You need to, you need, and I mean, it's a good lesson in life.
Yeah.
If it's something you're really after, there needs to be a singular focus, not be distracted by other things. Jerk off, you know what I mean? Like, be like, no.
Yes.
Because that's what's going to, if you like this girl for real, right? And she's got her pick of the litter, it sounds like.
Yes.
you should focus solely on
Yeah,
her
you
if
need-
you actually want it.
You need, this is what she wants to hear. Yeah, no, it's weird. I don't want to hook up with other girls.
But
That's what
that
she's looking
actually
for.
Be legitimate.
Yeah, right.
not just something you're saying.
Right. Like, you shouldn't hook up with other
girls
girls.
can tell.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, like, don't say that you don't want to hook up with other girls until it's been a while of you not hooking up. Like, you got to...
So I have to go celibate?
Yes.
So also, like, we don't hang out that much. Like, it's so...
She's going to hear about it.
So in the times that we're not around
Well, how
each
often
other,
do you hang out?
Not a whole ton.
But how often?
Because we live in two different... I don't know. I really don't... Like,
do you think she actually likes
weeks?
you, or she's
okay, so a
just
couple
saying
times
that?
a month.
No, we've never even had that discussion. I'm saying she's bitched at me, and like I just know that it annoys her that that's who I was because we were friends. But she witnessed a lot of it.
Why don't you ask her on an actual date?
And don't say that's who I was if you're still doing it. It annoys her that that's who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're saying I'm not going to be that way if you would just start dating me. But she's like, okay,
like it's, I,
you
I
say
haven't
so?
come out and said it, but it's pretty
Why don't you
clear
ask
to
her
everyone
on an
around us.
actual
Like,
date?
wow, you two have something going on.
But that's also one of those things. If you ask her on an actual date and she says no, there's no reason to feel bad about that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's also awkward though. Like I have to, because we're friends.
No, but it's you make it awkward in the end. If like,
but you need the first step. You need to stop hooking up with other chicks if you actually want to pursue this.
Mm-hmm.
You do. You got to stop because she's going to find out.
Yeah.
So you have to stop hooking up with other chicks. It's you've hooked up with enough for the time being. And by the way, you'll get into a relationship with this girl. You guys will be good for a while, and then you'll break up and be able to hook up with other chicks again. So it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
either call her or ask her out in person.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah, stop hooking up with other girls and put your focus on making that work. And
if
then,
you want it to work.
right.
If
Okay.
you don't, then do whatever
You want. But, yeah, because I think you want it to work.
Yeah, but it's like we don't see each other or anything like that, and I happen to be out, and there's a girl there.
But she's gonna hear,
Yeah, she's going to hear about it.
and also you'll know.
Right. Plus, you'd be surprised. A lot of power and self-esteem can come from the idea of not doing what you could have. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going home.
I've known that through how dramatically less I go out and drink and stuff like that.
But
now.
even if you go out and you know that the night could have ended differently, like you could take just as much pride in the fact that you didn't do it because you have a different thing in mind, but you could have.
Yeah.
You think that you can get just as much satisfaction as being like,
Just as much.
I
No,
could have.
pride. I said you
From
can
a
have just as
girl's
much pride.
perspective,
Totally disagree with you.
From a girl's perspective, I find guys that I know are going out every weekend and hooking up with girls or going on a bunch of dates so much less attractive than a guy that is too busy to date, or was in a really long relationship for a while.
I mean, that's how we ended up. That's how we ended up hooking out, was because I had stopped going out.
And what about that other girl that a year ago said you were a piece of dirt? The minute you start talking about how much you like your job, and it sounds like you're actually an adult professional, then
That
she's
has
all
their
about
stuff
it.
together, yeah.
That was one of the most amazing turnarounds.
That's how
I
it
ever
works.
went.
Yeah.
Girls like guys that are passionate and that actually seem like they have a future.
You want quality over quantity.
That's how it works, dude.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not a huge secret. If guys just focused on their jobs instead of focused on why they can't get women, and they actually had jobs that they liked and were passionate and could create, they wouldn't have a problem getting women anymore.
Preach, Sam Roberts.
I have so many friends like that who just hate what they do. So they spend all their
Because they're
time,
morons.
all their
They're
time
doing it backwards.
Yeah, they spend all their time thinking about, fuck, I got to let me talk to this chick.
Yeah.
Gotta talk to this chick. Oh, I got this number.
This is what these people like that need to do. They need to stop thinking about girls entirely for a period of time, not a year, but a little bit of time, and focus on, okay, what am I actually doing with my life that's mine by myself?
Mm-hmm.
Figure that out. Start moving in that direction, and then watch as their minds get blown when they end up in the situation that you ended up, when they're like, oh, I'm really busy at work right now. Oh, really? Tell me about it. What do you work at? You work in finance or something? No, I'm working in blah, 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 blah. Or, yeah, I work in finance, but here's what I do. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, really? Oh, wow, wow, wow. No, I meet all these losers who you see around here in every building that are complaining about their jobs, that are acting like, oh, yeah, I work here, but it's not as cool as you think because my boss doesn't, blah, blah, blah. It's the least attractive thing you could possibly do.
Also, though, I think that a lot of people that are listening might think that that's because girls want money, and it's not that at all. It's a way you carry yourself. It's a confidence, and people really find it attractive when people are happy in what they do and when they're passionate and driven.
Right. I mean, that's the biggest thing is confidence, though. Far and away, I think, in hooking up with a girl.
Right, and if you...
You're still going back to hooking up with a girl.
I mean, hooking up, meeting a girl, whatever.
It's not the same thing.
Okay, what do you want to call it?
Well, it's
Dating
not
a girl.
Yeah, it's not the same thing.
It's
a different game.
Okay, picking up.
No. Date like
Those are two separate things.
If you're looking to pick up get this girl to start dating you, that's what we're talking about. If you're looking to hook up, you can hook up. Whatever. It's two different games. Yeah. So you're playing the hookup game right now.
Yeah.
You're in fucking.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, it's a fun game, but it's AAA. Like it's fun because there's no attention on you. Major League Baseball is not as fun as AAA, but the rewards are a lot better. I just came up with that just now. Amazing. Yeah.
Did you just do a sports reference?
Yeah.
I don't you said Major League Baseball is not as much fun as AAA?
Because there's more pressure.
Okay, that makes
sense.
Like, I was going to say, it strikes me as quite a bit more fun.
But there's more pressure on you. You have to deliver. Whereas in AAA, you can just fuck around. You know what I mean? To an extent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like nothing's as fun as Sandlot Baseball.
That's the best.
Right, because it doesn't matter. It's just for fun. But you bring up the pressure, you put the spotlight on it, it's a make or break scenario, and then boom, you get your millions of dollars for playing baseball. Or the relationship part of it.
Right. I'm trying to get paid.
Trying to get paid. Yeah. But you see what I'm saying?
I hear you, boss.
Yeah.
Wesman.
Look at me. Coming through in the clutch like always. That's prime time for you, though, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it? All right. Girls, if you want to get at Adrian, hit him up on Insta, and he's got a direct message box that is wide open.
Fill him up.
Yeah. Open for business, ladies.
And if you're a smart, intelligent, funny person with something going on, I'd love to grab dinner.
You can hit him up. I mean, you know he's cool.
If not, you can get in touch with me that way. Either way.
Either way.
Get in touch with me, yeah.
You know he's cool because his Twitter is Radio Adrian 1.
And my Instagram is I am Adrian.
Oh, so cool. So cool.
Just in case people were confused.
Yeah. All right, Cathy. Well, thank you for bringing that to us.
Of course.
That was fun.
Fuckboy quiz.
I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, I hope we do that on the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was my plan. You can get at Catherine Kelley at Catherine Kelley.
Don't get at me.
Yeah, exactly. Just want you just get Instagrams going like, or like direct messages. I just want you to know I'm not like those other guys. Thanks, buddy. You're such a sweet guy.
Like, put in some effort.
Right. Put in the effort. Do work. That's the major key.
Do work.
Major key. Do work. Right. You can get us on Sam Roberts Show every night on Sirius XM. All the content you want is at notsam.com. And please go to iTunes, subscribe to the podcast. You can listen on SoundCloud, but subscribe on iTunes. Leave a review, rate it 5 stars or however many stars you want to give it. I feel like we dropped some knowledge today. This was a good one. So thanks, everybody. Thanks, Cathy, Adrian. And we'll see you every night on Sam Roberts Show, but we'll see you back here next week for another Sam and Cathy show.
Yeah.